Hi everybody. OpenAI has promised to have DALL-E 3 available in the API, the OpenAI API, by the end of November. So, it is high time to start incorporating image generation into UI now, so that it will be finished when DALL-E 3 will be available to us. I'm not really sure what version of DALL-E it has right now, if it's the original DALL-E or if it's a DALL-E 2. Anyway, I'm not too impressed by the images that can be made right now, but let's try to prepare for it and see if we can make something happening with UI. The thing with UI is that it's controlled basically from a terminal window, and a terminal window doesn't have a really good handling of showing images. So you have to do the image handling on some kind of secondary way. There are two suggested and two supported by the API, and yeah, let's look at those. I think I know what I want to do and what I'm going to be proposing, but let's see how this day goes first. So, we have an agenda for today. We will start off looking at what OpenAI has got in the API specifications. Let's go through that, and then let's start a new feature branch of UI where we incorporate the potential image creation and editing controls through. Then just generate some API code in Python to try to use these APIs as best we can, and then run some tests on it when it's running, and hopefully finish off with some kind of conclusion about what we might have in a couple of weeks, when I hope to see DALL-E 3 available through UI, or at least through the OpenAI APIs. So let's first jump to the APIs. And here we have it, the APIs. You find it under endpoints and images. The image object is either a base64 JSON or a URL to a URL that you can download. I think I will be using this URL in the future, but let's see about that. We can't really use it for everything, but we'll get back to that. So, I said we have three connection points when it comes to images, and the first one is images generations. This is the normal image generation, where we give a prompt, we state how many images we want to generate and the size. Since this is a rather old format, you can only do square images and 256 squared, 512 squared, or 1024 squared. Those are the only formats that are supported at this point. This is how you use it through curl, and I tried that yesterday. Works fine. If we look at Python, the only thing we need to do is image create, and sending in the prompt, the number of images and the size. And this size is the default size. And what you get as default response is this one. That is a time when everything is created, and then a data list of URLs pointing towards those lists. You can get it back also in this format on a base64 encoded JSON. I think I will stick to this URLs, because if the URL are printed either as the JSON as it is, this response, or as the only printing the URL, this link can be opened directly from a terminal window into your browser that you're using right now. So that's one of the ways to get around the fact that a terminal can't show an image. We can use the browser to get the images. Okay. So the next API, that is an image edit. This one, image edits. And what do we do with these? We support the image as such, and this is base64 sent image. We also send a mask, which is also an equally sized B64 encoded image, but it's only containing black and white, and the white images is what is going to be changed. The black part of this image won't be touched. And then there is a prompt saying what we want, in this case a cute baby seal, and we want that in the position that is given by the mask. And give us 2 versions of that one. So that is the edit, and when we are implementing this, I think I will be doing this editing thing last, because I don't really see the importance of it from the start. We might skip that today, or if we have the time, let's do it. We'll see how much time everything takes. And then the response is a normal, the same thing. We get the URLs back. The third one, that is a variation of an image, and that is something that's quite good to have. And if we are looking at the request on this one, we also include an image on B64 format. So we kind of need this one, no matter how we turn ourselves. But let's try that. Getting versions of generated images is quite a powerful thing, so I think this is a must if we do anything. And the responses back from this one is the same request with the URLs that we're going to use. And as I said, I'm going to use the URLs as such and using the browser to view them. View them, download them, and sort them out in some way. I also made a function for UI to read what models I have access to. And I'm just stating that when I read anything about models or list any models that I have action to, it doesn't say anything about DALL-E's version. There's nothing about image creation versions or models in the models call from this API. There's nothing listed in here. It's just the list models, retrieve models, and so on. So there is no information here about when DALL-E 3 will come. That might change when the new DALL-E comes. We'll see about that when it comes. So, going back to the images. So, going back to the agenda then. We have looked at the APIs, so let's start make a feature branch of UI to start implementing this. I got this one here. And I think I'm on the main branch at the moment. New branch called, images. Right. We are on the feature branch images. Sweet. Then open up UI. And I need to change this one. We might also need to look at is it resources? I got them in. It's the conduit, which actually talks to the OpenAI API. So I need those two images. But let's start off this easy. First of all, we need something new here. So let's start with a new slash just for image creation. Parser. DTT, we don't have a C. So C for create. Okay. Now we need a prompt as well for that one. So where should we get in licenses? So we have a prompt here. Now, we don't want to do the get chat thing. We want to get image. And we have the messages. Well, the prompt is part of that. Let's see what we get. The func. No, we don't have any functions for creating images. So I think we start off with just the message. Or should we have something more? The image creation. I mean, if we start off with the n equals 2, we can do that. We don't need to change that. And the sizes we can do with the run size. So just for testing out, we can get some more settings later on. So what we want is an API response from that one. And then we should just print the response. Maybe just trace a bit about where we are. Could always be good. Do that, and then we should print yeah, we should basically print the OpenAI response like that. And we can also worry about saving stuff to a memory later. So if we do that, blah, 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 we can exit after that one, so we don't tangle up anything of the normal one. So then we need a get image with one prompt. We have models and chats. We import config, OpenAI, yeah. So we just do another one. Getting the image with the message. We are going to need the OpenAI API key, so we should get that one. And then let's try an exception. And then we need to go back to the actual Python call here. So we're using OpenAI image create. Right. And the prompt, the N, and the size. And maybe we shouldn't pass in everything there. We shouldn't have messages. We should have only the actual prompt given to this one. I will need to go back and change that one. Let's go with the default and the size one. There we go. So, and we have the exception handling and all of that. I just do the same as I've done before. So, and returning the response, but we shouldn't have a list of messages. We should have only the prompt here. And the prompt is available here. So if we do here, we do prompt here. This should do it. At least I think. Okay. Let's do an OI new. See, create a new image. Right. Sweet. So far, so good. Create. So did I have, yeah, I used something here. Tried something out. A Viking using an Apple Plus computer in candlelight. Let's see what we get. No. Didn't we save the conduit? Image. Da-da. So resources, import config. Oh, get chat, get models, right. Get image. Oh, we're phoning a friend. Let's see what's happening here. Okay, doing an image, we passed that one. And here we have the JSON format with creation date and the two URLs of our two. And as you can see, those images are, I hope they are working. Last time I could just click these and get to see them. Or if we can't, let's just copy them as is. For a new URL, paste it in there and oop. There is one of them. And here is the other. I didn't like that one. So copy, new window. and paste it in. It's it's very strange. I asked for an Apple Plus computer, which is not really what we're seeing here. This is a laptop. And for some reason there's an apple in the image. Same for both of these. This seems to be an Iron Age laptop. And holding an apple in the hand. Yeah, not really what I asked for, but obviously DALL-E of this old version can't really handle what that is. But okay, we can at least create an image through this format. And that's good so far. Now, for, let's say, this one, I need to download it. Save it, and where should I save it to? Yeah, the directory where I happen to be. And what should we call it? Well, image Viking. Let's store it. So here we have the image as a PNG. And then we can do some variations to it. Wouldn't that be nice? So something is happening in my browser. Need to check a bit what's happening. Nothing much. Okay. So let's go back and let's make a way to make a variation of these image variation. This one. And then we need to get this image back in. So how do we do that? We're jumping back to UI. So we're jumping back to UI. We need yet another, well, get image, get variant. We will get back to defining that one later. And in this one, we're using the V. I think we'll go for W to create variations. I'm slowly getting out of letters here. Maybe the image should be its own. I'm not really sure. So variant. Create a new image. No. an image file. So we need to have this one in a file to be able to use it. Should it be store? Yeah, let's see. Jumping down again. We did the create here. Let's make something similar when it comes to variant. So this is variant of an image. And here we should send the prompt over, I think. Let's do like this. Let's print the prompt. I think it should be able to give the file name like that, and transfer that one over to this function, probably. So we call it get variant, I think we did. I got a very short memory, at least sometimes. Yep, so back to the conduit, get image, and let's define get variant with prompt. Basically we're taking the whole thing. We're getting the key. We're not doing the create here. We're doing the create variation. Like that. And we do an image with this on that one. Maybe you should check for that one first. Not sure. So image. And the string here should be prompt. We might need to check for existence of such an image. But since we know we got it, at least now, this can be improved for fault handling. So now, image Viking, that was the image that we made. OI-H, we have create an image, create a variant of an image file. Ooh. Just try to get a new one. W, sorry, small w. And for this one, I think we need to do that. Put the name inside brackets. I hope. Interesting. Whoop. Yeah. At least we're making a call. Let's see if we ever get something out of it. We did. Oh, again, let's just copy and paste these URLs into a new browser window. New one. Paste. So this was the original that we sent off. This was the first. He doesn't have an eye, does he? Something strange with that one. And it looks like the candle is in his hand. Or is he drinking from a beer bottle that also is a candle? A little hard to say. Let's look at the second variant. So where's the Apple computer? Is this supposed to be it? Maybe? Vikings holding apples in candlelight. That is more or less what we got. So I really think that the first two versions was the best, I think. And in my sense, the second one was the best of all. I kind of like that one. But I would say Midjourney would probably do this better. But what have we done this far? We have tried, we have checked new image creation. We have tried variant images. We have not really tried out the editing, and that will need us to give 2 images back. If we look at that call, we need to send 2 image files back to this one, and then I need to poke a bit about more in the call hierarchy. So it's not that easily done, but if you faff about a bit with it, it should be possible. We have used this construction with open a file anyway. It works. We just need to transfer 2 file names. So we have our first pieces of code. They're running. We haven't tried edit yet, and we can keep that one for later. We've tested creation, we've tested variants. Not really doing a mask in GIMP. That is just to make a black and white image with the right colors where it will take effect. So it's not really that impressive to do. And we know that we are running with 1028 pictures. So 45 minutes. Should we do some conclusions of this? Is viewing in a browser enough? Well, in my mind, I think it is, because if you generate a couple of images that you're not really interested in and you're just browsing it, it's better to not download it to your hard drive. So I kind of like the actual download through a browser. View it in the browser and download in the browser. I will check why the links weren't really directly clickable, because yesterday they were. Wonder what happened during the night. One never knows with GNOME. So, do we really need to have a GUI to have image generation? I don't really think so. I think it could be quite good. We get what we need. We get the images. We can generate them, we can make variations, and we can edit parts of them. So really, I don't think we need a GUI. I think we can use the URL interface and use a browser, a general browser. So, will we get DALL-E 3 in November? Who knows? Will we get DALL-E 3 if we do not have what do you call a plus account for OpenAI? That's a really good question. Today you need it if you're not using Bing to try it out. I did try it out in Bing, and it's kind of okay, I think. Just cross our fingers and hope that we get it. And if it comes in the API, I will definitely ship this functionality to UI and make it possible to do image generation directly from your browser. It sounds really fun, actually. I don't know how much you have tried using Midjourney or using DALL-E 3, but I can guarantee, it's quite fun to use both of these two, and you should really try it if you haven't. And having something out of the power of DALL-E 3 at your fingertips on the terminal window, that would really be nice for me, at least. So that is, I think, where I'm going to finish off for today. Let's hope that we get DALL-E 3 quite soon. So thank you, everyone. Give us a follow and give us a like, and hold your thumbs that we will get DALL-E 3.